Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's Lady Buckaroo softball game here on March 28th. Lady Buckaroos are going to be taking on the Comanche Maidens here in about half an hour at 5 o'clock. We'll plug in K-Legs Radio. Glad Charlie's here, and I hope Lance is here as well here in a little while. What you're seeing right now, of course, is Matthew Wunsch, one of our FAA Part 107 certified pilots, flying the Avata drone around the girls' softball stadium. It's becoming actually pretty windy here in the last little bit, so wouldn't be surprised if he's struggling a little bit with keeping that thing straight. But Matthew, go ahead and fly around some, man. Grass is really green, very pretty, just like it is over at the baseball stadium. Take it on down low a little bit, Matthew, if you don't mind. Or lower, maybe on your next pass. Got a few fans on the back side of the stadium. There they are. That is so cool. Yeah, I think some of them are looking at you, Matthew. Good job. Matthew solo today. Antley Rogers had some other things he had to do that are important, and so Matthew's doing this on his own, but he's a very good pilot. Hope to get maybe Christian Lechner plugged in to flying here pretty soon on something good, and Gunner Pierce too. Oh yeah, that's good, Matthew. Looking good, man. You can see some information on your screen there that tells you a little bit about, he's about 98 to 100 feet off the ground right now. That is cool. I'm going to pop up our crew slide here in just a second while he's flying. All right, so this evening's crew is a very skeleton crew. Hang on, Matthew, we'll get back to you. Keep flying, buddy. We've got Melody Hernandez, who's our switcher OBS operator. Here in a little while, she's going to start on the third base camera. I want to thank Melody for coming in today at 1 o'clock and helping me set up. Had to move everything from the baseball stadium over here. She was a big help. We've got the veteran, Paulina Puebla, on our tripod or main camera, who does all of our gorgeous camera work, at like football from the press box. She's gotten to be quite the master at that. Lizandra Rubio gets off work a little later and comes in and joins our crew, so we're happy with that. We've got a fixed mount camera out there real quick I'm going to show you. That's on the behind kind of second base area, looking back over the pitcher's mound that we're going to go to a good bit in today's broadcast. Again, we've got Matthew Wunsch on the drone, which I'm going to go back to right now. Get that back up there. There you go. Just saw the American flag. We had a meeting with some very nice people with the Stevens County Emergency Services, and are working on a good partnership with those good people to provide some drone services. Let's say there was a, heaven forbid, but there might be like a prairie fire, something like that, or maybe even if you had to fly over for an organized controlled burn, but you wanted to get good aerial view of everything, so you kind of knew where you wanted to position fire crews, etc. All those kind of things. It could even be something for the police potentially, at some point, or who knows what. But this will be a good thing for these young pilots to, perform a service with their skills for Stevens County and Breckenridge. And so we're really looking forward to that partnership next year. Having fun, Matthew? Yeah, it looks really good, man. You're doing a great job. Ooh, I like that shot with the flag right there. All right, Matthew, why don't you do a good buzz around a couple of times, and we'll call it good today. And get maybe Melody going with her camera. her wireless camera over where the ladies are practicing. Melody, you might want to power up, get you a couple, 3 batteries, and get your transmitter on. All right, Matthew, one more buzz around and we'll call it good.
You want me inside the dugout?
Yeah, somewhere over there where they are to get some things that look good, please, ma'am. Oh, that's cool, Matthew. All right, well, I'm going to give it up for Matthew Wunsch, outstanding student. By the way, I'm going to throw one more plug in for Matthew. We were struggling last year, to get kids to pass that pilot's license test because it's really hard. And he came up with a Blooket kind of a gaming type thing where you study, but you're playing a game that kids like online. And he did a really good job of doing that. And so they would kind of like do, to the death match, in class online, answering specific FAA drone questions. And FAA, and it worked. It really got them ready, and that's why 5 of them went and took that test and passed it. So kudos to Matthew for the leadership on that. All right, Matthew. Thank you, sir. I'm going to head to another camera, bud. of faked out, Paulina. It focused on the net. Now it didn't. Now it is. Now it is. Back it. Good. That's a little different shot. Camera 3, live. 3 is mellow. All right, I'm going to go to camera. I'm going to stay on Melody. Now, Melody, you know you're going to get in position right eventually for her, and you'll be assisted by Paulina. They're going to do the prayer thing. Do you want to zoom in on the team out there, Paulina? Oh, you got them on camera 1, right? I'm on Mello. I'm going to go to camera 1 right now. I'm on Paulina. See what you can. Yeah. Okay, I'll go to I'm going to go to Melody. Once you get set, Melody. There you go. Get over there, please. There you go. You ready? Mello. All right. Kind of follow them around, then I'll make decisions accordingly. All right. Let's see here. Camera 1 on Paulina. Camera 2, fix them out. You may have to make a few adjustments if you do something on the inside there, Mello, but otherwise it's fine. You're pretty bright right there. Paulina, there you go. Got your focus back. I'm going to go to camera 4. All right, I'm on camera 2. Fix mount back. I'm going to go back to Paulina while the refs are talking. Your next big thing is going to be getting the girls after they're introduced, when they're being introduced. Go to camera. No, I'll stay right there on camera 1. Yeah, I saw that when I was attaching that. We need to look into that when we have a little more time, like maybe, I don't know, Monday or Tuesday. See what's going on in there. Maybe there's something needs to be tightened. All right, camera 4 is probably a little bit better. Paulina, you might want to do something else. Nobody else out on the field right now. That's good though, Paulina. Mello, you got a good shot. I'm going to Mello. Mello, you might want to drop your eyes so just a teeny tiny bit. There you go. Perfect. You go, girl. I am on Mello, and you will definitely need to drop your ISO down now pretty fast. Now, Paulina, you need to get reset because you're going to be getting them when they run up and fist bump, I guess, the other coach and the officials maybe. Where you are right now is good. You'll have to get in front of them in a minute. You know, on the, you know what we talked about, like, you know where the coaches are right now at the home plate? On that side, but not that far down. You kind of see how they made a line. Yeah, you know what, because you're smart. check, will you?
Tuesday, and we're hoping to have one of those broadcasts. It's either going to be the Friday game or the Tuesday. We'll look at our schedule. But right now, we're going to take a timeout for the Resist All Electric pregame show here on KLAKES 93.5 FTLGradio.com.
When you're looking for someone to do your electric work and you want someone dependable, quick, and experienced, call Resist All Electric. They can help you with all your electrical needs. They specialize in commercial, residential, industrial, and oil field. Resist All Electric not only offers services to Breckenridge, but also the big country and just about anywhere needed. Call for scheduling today. 254-559-0449. Resist All Electric, 3008 West Walker Street in Breckenridge.
Clearfork Tank is a proud supporter of the Breckenridge Buckaroos and Lady Rocks. We want you to remember we're here for all of your life's milestones and here to help you accomplish them. Milestones such as going to college, buying your first car, and your first home, to opening a small business and a new life after retirement. Be sure to stop by 101 East Walker in Breckenridge and let our eager employees help you with all your banking needs. Clearfork Bank, your friendly hometown bank in Breckenridge. Member FDIC and equal housing member.
Cavalry Resources and Construction can handle any roofing project, from shingles or metal to commercial applications, including use of their trailer-mounted roof panel machine. This allows them to create a custom fabricated roof right on site that conceals all fasteners with a beautiful standing seam profile. Give them a call today for your roof or gutter project at 254-246-5546 or check them out on Facebook. Cavalry Resources and Construction. Their number again, 254-246-5546.
Matchup between the Maidens of Comanche and our Breckenridge
Starting lineups for the Maidens. In center field, batting first, Alice Puente. On the mound, J.C. Pate. The other half of the battery, the catcher, Destiny Ruggles. Third baseman, batting fourth, Cassie Rangel. Batting fifth at shortstop, Emily Sierra. Batting sixth in right field, Joe Martinez. Batting seventh at second base, Faith Hesbrook. Batting eighth in left field, Mia Lopez.
Hurry Automotive is now located across from Chicken Express. I-19 West Walker. Jason is your one-stop mechanic and can work on just about anything that has a motor. Hurry Automotive has also added a diesel mechanic for those special needs customers. If you need some work done right the first time, then check with Jason at Hurry Automotive. I-19 West Walker. Give him a call today. 254-246-1324. Hurry Automotive. Savings Breckenridge, we have added a world full of benefits with our new rewards checking accounts, including local and nationwide deals, discounts, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, extended warranty coverage, fire protection, identity theft aid, health savings, and more.
Start saving today with Graham Savings Breckenridge. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Batting sixth at shortstop, Fundy Funderburg. Batting seventh and playing second base, Paisley Herring. Batting eighth in right field, Raylan McCoy. And batting ninth at first base, it's Piddle Thibodeau. Okay, gotta find this. Oh man.
Stevens Memorial Hospital's Physical Therapy and Wellness Center is here to help you get back in the game. They have physical and occupation therapy available for all ages. Call or go by today to see how they can help you. Their Physical Therapy and Wellness Center is located at 202 South Hartford Street, and they can be reached by calling 254-559-1864. That number again is 254-559-1864. Stevens Memorial Hospital, proudly serving Breckenridge and surrounding areas.
Well, I didn't get. Okay. We'll try this again.
The staff at Mountain Kitchen's Funeral Home is proud to serve the Breckenridge and Albany communities and surrounding area for over 6 decades. In the most difficult times of life, our family has always served with the utmost care, dignity, and respect you've come to expect from Mountain Kitchens. We're located at 415 West Williams in Breckenridge and 417 South 2nd in Albany. You can also visit us on the web at mountainkitchens.com. Honor your loved ones with the expert service of Mountain Kitchen's Funeral Home.
When you're ready for a break, hurry in to Chicken Express. Let us do all the cooking for you. We always offer high-quality, affordable meals that the entire family will enjoy. Our chicken is never frozen and is hand-battered fresh, so you can really taste the difference. You can expect fast and friendly service at Chicken Express, whether you dine in, drive through, or drive up. Hurry in and hurry back to Chicken Express.
Located at 922 West Walker in Breckenridge.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Kennedy, and I want to welcome all of you to the White House from Texas to welcome the Breckenridge Choir. This is former Major League pitcher Jim Mills. You're listening to the Breckenridge Buckaroo Athletics and the sports leader of North Texas, KLXK, Breckenridge.
And welcome back to Holder Park on this Friday afternoon. Apologize for the gaps there. I got volunteered for the public address and then trying to figure out their computer or how that works. I have a hard enough problem with my computer, but we're going to do the best we can. And it will be leading off for the Maidens, Alice Puente, the center fielder. She bats from the right side. Piddle is in front of the bag, as is Robinson at third. And Perez is ready for that Stevens Memorial Hospital first pitch. And we are underway. Game time 4:59. In the dirt. 1-0 the count. To Puente. On deck, J.C. Pate, the pitcher. Off the plate, 2-0. Center field, Ali Reyes straight away. And right field is Herring. Matheson in left. Here's the 2-0. Outside, 3-0. And the Ladybucks coming off of that loss to Millsap. At Millsap on Tuesday evening, had the lead 5-1 going to the 6th. Ended up losing it in the 7th. And 4 straight pitches, and it's a walk for Olivia Perez. That'll bring up the pitcher, J.C. Pate, with a runner on. We're in the top of the first, brought to you by Clear Fork Bank. I'm Charlie Parker, along with our in-studio producer, Carl Garvin, once again. And here's Ollie's pitch. And that's a strike. I have to lean up, look out the window here to see if, because he's not saying much. So the 0-1 to Pate. There's a strike. Yep. Really quiet behind the plate. Difference between him and me. They can hear me from the softball field all the way to the baseball park. I wasn't quiet. All right, the 0-2. There's a line drive, and Fundy comes up with it, and the throw to first, not in time. Funderburg gets her glove on it. Tried to get it over to first to Piddle. Try to double him up. So 1 out, and that brings up the catcher, Destiny Ruggles. She did most of the damage at Comanche against Olivia. Just could not get that run across. So first pitched from Ollie with 1 out. There's a strike. Cassie Rangel, the third baseman, on deck. Ruggles had, I believe, a double, a couple of singles. She was picked off at third in a pickle with a great move from Joni Jackson. A foul ball at the plate. 0-2 the count now to Ruggles. Puente led off with a 4-pitch walk. And the 0-2. Fly ball down the right field line, hooking foul into the parking lot. And the 0-2. Ground ball, second base. McCoy up with it. One play over to first to Piddle. And they'll hold the runner at second. Braylon McCoy with a good scoop on that ground ball. 2 down with a runner at second in Puente. And that brings up Cassie Rangel. That's from the right side. 2 down. Swing and a miss. Good hard swing there by Rangel. Just a little bit above the pitch. The 0-1. Foul back into the netting. 0-2 the count. In defensively, it's Thibodeau at first, McCoy at second, Robinson at third, Funderburg at short, Matheson in left, Reyes in center, and Herring in right. Here's the 0-2, just outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes down to Rangel. So the 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch, swing and a miss, struck her out, a Whitmire tire. All to go, strikeout number 1 for Perez. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left on. We go to the bottom half of the first. No score, the Lady Bucks coming to the plate.
The Integrity Plumbing family would like to thank each of you for your business throughout the last 14 years. We are extremely blessed that so many have trusted us to serve you. We desire to treat your home or business as good or better than you would. We are proud to announce that Integrity Plumbing is now located in Breckenridge and Mineral Wells. We will now be serving those communities along with all surrounding areas. Call Integrity Plumbing for all of your plumbing needs at 254-559-5100. Integrity Plumbing, the name says it all.
Back when us old codgers were youngins, we were always outside playing in the dirt. We learned at an early age that this was not the kind of work we wanted to do, but there were some strange ones to say the least. Steve Barnes was one of those guys, so he started Turnkey Services 27 years ago, and today he's ready to help you with any gravel, sand, or road base you may need. Turnkey is also now in the barn dominium business, so call Steve today at 940-240-2116. That's 940-240-2116.
When it comes to the purchase of new tires in Breckenridge, you can always trust Whitmire Tire at 701 West Walker. Get the best deal for you and your vehicle. Also part of the family is Oil to Go at 320 West Walker, where they can change your oil and check out the minor details to keep you on the road. And if you mention Lady Duck Softball, you'll receive a 20% discount on your purchase. Whitmire Tire and Oil to Go, backing the Bucks and Lady Bucks.
Well, we go to the bottom half of the Clear Fork Bank first inning. J.C. Pate's first pitch to Olivia Perez outside. And no, he called that a strike on the outside part of the plate. Okay. 0-1 the count. Looked a little high from our angle. We're just off to the first base side of home plate here at Holder Park upstairs. There's a second strike. Kept that one low on Ollie. Infield straight away over at first base. They are playing over with Kelly Cole just in front of the bag. Fouled down the third baseline off the netting. So the count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Ryan Matheson will be up on deck. And the 0-2 to Perez. Bounces that one in there. 1-2. And Ollie got on, and Matheson at Comanche sacrificed her to second, but nobody covered the bag at third, and Ollie came in there and went that far, and then Joni sacrificed fly, was the only run in that game, and it came in the top of the first. Here's the 1-2, fouled it off down the third base line, and foul. And the Buckaroos are in Dublin this afternoon. Junior varsity currently underway. The varsity will take their first pitch about 7 o'clock. They defeated Dublin Tuesday night 11-1. There's a foul ball again down the third base line into the netting. So Ollie's making Pate work for this out. 1-2 the count. And the 1-2 delivery. Ground ball, base hit into left field. Coming up with it quickly, getting it back in is the left fielder, and that is Mia Lopez. So the Lady Bucks have the first hit of the ball game. Olivia Perez with a single. And that brings Aaron Matheson to the plate. And she had that bunt at Comanche. We'll see how she plays it here. She plays around and just kind of sticks the bat out there, but it's foul. Oh, 1 to count. Olivia Perez down at first. We want to welcome in Calvin Best and his Buckaroo YouTube channel crew. They are streaming today's game live for you with our audio. Hopefully it's cleared up a little bit. Here's the 0-1. Bunts that one. She just misses that one. Umpire said it got the bat. Olivia was about halfway down to second. 0-2 the count to Matheson. On deck, Joni, the hammer. Jackson, she had another 2-run blast at Millsap on Tuesday. High. 1-2 now to Matheson. Perez down at first on a base hit. And the 1-2. Foul back. She was swinging all the way with that one because she cannot afford to foul one off. One ball, two strikes to Matheson. Perez at first here in the bottom half of the first. And, change up, and she was all the way out in front of that one. And they missed the tag. Olivia was hung up between first and second. The catcher came out in front of the plate, threw it down, and the shortstop, Emily Sierra, just missed the tag as Olivia slid in underneath. So we've got a runner in scoring position. Matheson goes down with strikes. There's a strike to Joni. One out. Olivia at second on a stolen base. And the 0-1. Ground ball, shortstop Sierra up with it. Checks the runner over to first in time. And that put Perez over to third. It'll be 6-3 on the putout. Two down. And that brings up Reagan Robinson with a chance to give the Lady Bucks an early lead here in the bottom half of the first. Reagan stepping in from the right side. First pitch from Peyton. There's a strike. Olivia Perez down at third. Two outs. J.C. Payne on the mound for the Maidens. And the 0-1. High fly ball. That's going to be into the gap. That's up against the wall. Reagan turns around first. She better hurry. Oh, they missed the throw in. And so she will have a double for Robinson, and she picks up the Dardars Building Blocks RBI with that Bear Chevrolet Cadillac double for Reagan Robinson. That'll bring up Allie Reyes. 1-0 for the Lady Bucks. Reyes, the center fielder. First pitch to Reyes. For a strike. 0-1. Nobody. Reagan Robinson at second after the double. And the 0-1. Ground ball, shortstop, a little swibbler for Sierra over to first in time. But the Lady Bucks pick up one run on two hits and no errors and one runner left on. We go to the top of the second here at Holder Park, and it's the Lady Bucks leading the Comanche Maidens 1-0 here on the Buckaroo Radio Network. We're back in just a moment with the second inning.
Major Roofing and Construction, located right here in Breckenridge, has over 25 years of experience in roofing and construction for commercial and residential. They offer new builds and remodels and also specialize in roofing, asphalt, tile, sheet metal, slate, decor roofing, siding, painting, and also manufacture metal right on location for all of your sheet metal needs. Major Roofing and Construction, 254-212-0154. Major Roofing and Construction, here for all your major roofing and construction needs.
Okay, Mother Nature's finally did something right. It's not nice to fool Mother Nature. March has blown in like a line with winds in excess of 40 to 60 miles an hour. But the temperatures have been unbelievably warmer. So we asked, what could Mother Nature have up her sleeve? To prepare for anything she could throw at us, call Seventh Hills Mechanical today. And let Eric check out your heating and air conditioning system to keep it in good running condition for the upcoming summer heat. Seven Hills Mechanical, 254-522-5779.
Well, we go to the top of the second inning, brought to you by Station Auto Lube, and it will be believe Emily Sierra leading off for the Maidens. Lady Bucks pick up 1 run on 2 hits in that top half of the first. Swing and a miss. And yep, it is Sierra, the shortstop, so it'll be 5, 6, and 7 for the Maidens. On deck, Martinez. 0-1 to count. Here's Ollie's pitch. Low, ball 1. One and one to count. In the top of the second. Fly ball. Going back on it is Funderburg, and she's got it. 1 down. And that brings up Joe Martinez. She is the right fielder. 1 out. Perez plates the rubber. Foul ball off the knob of the bat. Not a bad crowd for a Friday afternoon. Got beautiful weather. The wind is blowing in from the left field corner to the right field corner here today. About 8 miles an hour. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Well, the last time we were here, it looked like a complete Sahara Desert windstorm, but last couple of ball games, it's been on the calm side, making it really, really nice for some outdoor activity. Swing and a miss. Struck her out. Another Whitmire tire. Oil to go. Strikeout. Second one of the game for Perez. That'll bring up the second baseman, Faith Hesbrook. So far, Olivia's been on her game after the first batter of the game. Puente walked on 4 pitches. Reyes straight away in center. Little outside. 1-0. On deck is Lopez, the left fielder. Olivia getting her sign from Coach Gonzalez. And the 1-0. There's a strike. Put it right there on the corner. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the second. 1-0 in favor of the Bucks. And the 1-1 outside. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Hesbrook at the plate. 2 down. Perez plates the rubber. And her 2-1. There's a strike. Or nope, it was low. He didn't bring his arm up, okay? Somebody yelled it was a strike, but 3-1 count now to Hesbrook. Reagan comes in a step at third. Thibodeau still about 2 steps in front of the bag at first. There's a pitch, high, Walker.
As we begin another year of Buckaroo Athletics, we are soon to see the...
So second walk given up by Olivia. So this brings up Lopez, Nia Lopez, who's in left field. She bats from the left side, outside. 1-0 with 2 down. Runner at first. We're in the top of the second here at Holder Park. And the 1-0 outside, 2-0. She's pitching Lopez outside, trying to force her to go to the left side of the infield. So the 2-0 delivery, high, 3-0. We are a little wild here in the second inning. Hadn't been able to find that strike zone. Here's the 3-0. Low, ball fourth. Back-to-back walks, and the Maidens are threatening here in the second. First and second, 2 down. And that brings up the DH, designated player, Kylie Schoen. She is batting for the first baseman, Kelly Cole. And Tony wants to go out and talk to her senior pitcher and just kind of calm her down with the runners in scoring position, trying to hang on to that 1-run lead. There's a strike to Schoen. Kept that one on the outside part of the plate. First and second, 2 down. High, 1-1 now. Plate umpire. Whisk off the dirt off of home plate. Sometimes it's not going to do you any good because it's just going to get covered up with what is blowing around. 1-1 to count. High, 2-1. Again, Holder Park will be getting a facelift at the end of this season. So next year, we will have a different look to Holder Park. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now. Here on the Joe Knight Boys Strong Baseball Complex in North Breckenridge, right off of 183 and the Industrial Loop. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Schoen. 2 outs. And struck her out on the corner. Another Whitmire Tire Oil to Go strikeout. And no runs. No hits, no errors, 2 runners left on. We go to the bottom half of the second here in Breckenridge on the Buckaroo Radio Network and FTLGradio.com.
We all know how important it is to have an insurance agent that genuinely cares about your family. I'm State Farm Agent Jenny Coffey, and my Breckenridge team and I want to get to know you as a person, not just a policy number. We'd love to help you get the best value for your home, auto, life, and health insurance. We also offer competitive rates on home loans, car loans, and refinancing. Call today for a free quote, 254-559-8521. When you think of remarkable customer service, we want you to think of Coffee State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Boat and RV season is here, and Ron Hoover RV and Marine will be showing off the best in new boats and RVs at the Abilene Boat and RV Show at the Taylor County Expo Center, March 27th through the 30th. Special show deals and financing will be available from 5 of the top area dealers. Fishing demonstrations, food trucks, and live music will add to the fun. Come see what's new and special at the Abilene Boat and RV Show, March 27th through 30th. Come by Ron Hoover RV and Marine in Breckenridge at the base of the Mile Long Bridge for more information or to preview the show specials.
Well, we go to the bottom half of the second inning. Station Auto Lube here at Holder Park. It'll be Paige Funderburg, Paige Paisley Herring, and Raylan McCoy. 1, 2, 3 to face Pate. First pitch to Funderburg is inside for a ball. They lead it 1-0 on an RBI double by Reagan Robinson. A little high on that one. 2-0. Okay. Here at this ballpark against Toller. Fundy hit her first home run. Ground ball, a little scribbler to third, and they come up with it. That'll be Cassie Rangel over to first for the out. Looked like Pate was going to try to play it, and then she just kind of went by it. So that brings up Paisley Herring, the left fielder, or right fielder for the Bucks. Couldn't read the numbers, so Brandon McCoy is at second. Okay, he called that a foul ball, okay? Went off of her foot. So the count's 3-1 now to Funderburg. There's a strike, 3-2 now. Three balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. We're in the bottom of the second. And here's Pate's 3-2. And she walked her. So the first walk given up by Pate. And that brings up Paisley Herring, the right fielder. She bats from the right side as well. First pitch, squares around to bunt for a strike, and the catcher Ruggles threw it down to second, but Fundy wasn't going anywhere. Layla McCoy on deck. Here's the 0-1. Foul off of the brick wall here at Holder Park. Pate on the rubber. There's a strike on the outside part of the plate. Okay, the scoreboard was wrong. That was our second one. Okay. Well, that brings up McCoy with 1 out, and down at first base is Fundy. So Braylon steps in, the second baseman today, facing Pate. There's a strike throw down, and she's got a stolen base brought to you by BJB Transport. So the throw was right on the bag, but the shortstop came in front of it, but it was already behind her, and the second baseman had to make the play. And Braylon's going to bounce it right back to the pitcher for 2 outs. So it'll be a sacrifice to get her in scoring position over at third. For 1-3 sacrifice to them, and that brings up Piddle Thibodeau, the first baseman. And they changed their names because they played together so many years, and all 3 of them are Paisleys. High. With Fundy down at third base, 2 down. Thibodeau can expand the lead. Fly ball down the right field line, hooking foul. 1-1 the count now for Piddle. And on deck, go back to the top of the lineup, and Olivia Perez. She singled her first time up. And the 1-1. Low. 2-1. Paisley stepping back in. And the 2-1 from Pate. Foul back, right back at me. I said, I didn't think I made her that mad. Glad there is a netting here. It's only about a foot away from the windows, but saved a bloody nose and a possible black eye today. Trip deuces on the board. Here's the 2-2. Low in the dirt, 3-2. So we can get Piddle down to first. That brings up Olivia. She can add to the lead she has. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball, shortstop. She booted it, but no, in time. Over to first. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on. We go to the top of the third here at Holder Park. Still the Lady Bucks 1 and the Comanche Maidens nothing.
BJB Transport is your one call for oil field and land maintenance. They have everything you need with one phone call. Pump trucks, fresh water, bobtail trucks, KCL, transfer pumps, packer fluid, backhoes, maintainers, vibrating roller, belly dump, bobtail dumps, dozers, welders, front loader, skid steers, and much more. Let them make your job easier. BJB Transport is here for you 24/7. Call this number, 254-522-5848.
In Breckenridge for daycare services, check out Gardar's Building Blocks, 315 South Miller. Gardar's is a licensed center for the state of Texas and offers programs from toddlers to school-age kids. They also offer transportation to and from Breckenridge school campuses. Gardar's is open Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and provides breakfast, lunch, and a midday snack. For more information, call 559-2011.
Well, we go to the top of the third inning, and brought to you by Chicken Express here in Breckenridge. And for the Maidens, go back to the top of the lineup, and Puente, Pate, and Ruggles. Puente has not had an official at-bat. She walked, was stranded at second her first time up in the first inning. So Ollie steps to the mound. First pitch to Puente. In the dirt, good scoop by Joni. 1-0. A lot of baseball action going around here today at Joe Nine Boys Strong Complex. All the Little League fields are busy, as are the softball fields. There's a strike. 1-1 to count now. On deck is the pitcher, Pate. She flied out her first time up. Bucks trying to get even at 4-4 and put the Maidens with the same identical record. They came in 4-3. They went 3-3 in the remainder of the first half after losing that opener. The 2-1 just off the plate. 3-1 now to Puente. Swing and a miss, 3-2. Good pitch there by Olivia. Three balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch coming here. The lead off the third inning. And the 3-2. Walked her. Fourth walk given up by Perez today. All right, well, that's the most walks she's given up in any one game here in district play. Swinging that left arm a little bit around. So that brings up Pate. High. 1-0. One ball, 1 strike, or no strikes. Outside, 2-0. Nobody out. Puente at first via a walk. they say, there is no defense for a walk. You don't want to give it to them. There's a strike. 2-1 to count now. Again, Thibodeau at first, McCoy at second, Funderburg at short, Robinson at third, Matheson in left, Reyes in center, and Herring in right. The battery, Olivia Perez and Joni Jackson. Fly ball down the right field line, hooking into the parking lot, so the count goes to 2-2. And on Tuesday, we will be in Millsap with the Buckaroos. First pitch for the varsity at 7 o'clock. The 2-2. Outside, 3-2. The girls originally scheduled on the schedule to play at Toller on Wednesday. When I talked to Coach Gonzalez, they are going to move that. Toller didn't notice that it was a Wednesday either, so it's going to be moved to Tuesday. Foul back into the netting. Now it remains 3 balls, 2 strikes, another payoff pitch. Again, we will be with the Buckaroos from Millsap on Tuesday. The Lady Bucks will be in Toller. Walker, second walk given up in the inning. 5th of the game for Perez. Runners at first and second, nobody out. And that brings up the catcher, Ruggles. She is 0 for 1. She grounded out to Braylon McCoy in the first. She can get it into the gap. She'll give the Maidens the lead, 2-1. High, just over the top of her head. Didn't miss by much of getting a turnkey services hit batsman and loading them up for Wrangell. And the 1-0. Low and outside. Olivia kind of shrugging her shoulder at the umpire and, questioning whether it's in the strike zone or not. Again, it's a warm day. Temperatures into the mid-80s. The wind kind of blowing out now from third base side to center field. Swing and a miss. That one was one of those that she swung out and she couldn't have hit it with a surfboard. Too far out there into that left-hand batter's box, but she thought it looked good. 2-1 the count. Runners at first and second for the Maidens here at Holder Park. Outside, 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike. There's a strike, 3-2, so another payoff pitch coming for Olivia Perez to the Maidens. Wrangell on deck. She struck out her last time out. Nobody out. Runners at first and second is Puente and Pate. And a 3-2 payoff pitch. Fly ball, center field. Chasing it down will be Reyes. It's off the wall. Reyes picks it up. 1 run's going to score. They're going to hold her at third, and it'll be a double and an RBI for Ruggles, and we are tied. 1-run double for Ruggles. The go-ahead run is now at third. And here comes Wrangell. Wrangell steps in. She's 0 for 1. Bunts that one foul up the top of us. Ruggles at second. Pate at first, at third. Still nobody out for the Maidens. high, 1-1 now the count to Wrangle. Sierra on deck. And the 1-1. Whoa. 2-1 now. And Walker, that puts that force out at home. And by now, they should know the situations, what you do with any ground ball. You don't even look anywhere else. Popped it up, out of play. One, two, the count. To Wrangle. Well, they said 2-1 on the scoreboard then. Okay, here's the 2-1. We'll go with that, and she bounces that one in there. Gets away from Joni, but Ruggles went about halfway to third, but Pate wasn't moving. So here's the 3-1. Two walks and a double in the inning for the Maidens. Have tied it up at 1.
So I can buy my food.
It's 3-2 the count. Another payoff pitch coming for Perez. She's had 3 of those in the inning. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Number 4, high, Walker. 3rd walk in the inning for Ollie. And the bases are now loaded. And that brings up Sierra, the shortstop. She is 0 for 1. She's flied out to short her first time up on a great play by Fundy.
The beer's in my drink.
Fly ball foul down the third base line. And then 0-1 the count. Swing and a miss. 0-2, still nobody out here in the top of the third. Bases full of Maidens. Probably just hit somebody in the head. And the 0-2 popped it up and out of play.
I didn't. I put it out.
Go down there and you pick it up and put it in the trash can. So, counts, no balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball third. Reagan with it. She's going to go over to third for the fielder's choice. Now they're going to go back to third. Nobody there. It's going to get down the left field line. And she is safe. And Sierra clears the bases. But did she pull her foot off the bag? She must have, and then she tried to throw it back over. So it'll go as a fielder's choice. And then Sierra will end up at third base. And then
Is the bee still in here?
So Sierra is now down at third. It'll be a single and 2-base throwing error to score the other run. Low, ball 1. So it's now 3-1 in favor of the Maidens here in the top of the third. They've plated 3 runs on 3 walks and 2 hits. And Sierra down at third. Nobody, 1 out. Out of play. And this is Martinez. She is 0 for 1 today. She struck out her last time up. Inside. 2-1 now the count. Two balls, one strike. Three and 1. Ollie just doesn't seem to have it here today. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Again, she's walked 3 already here in the third. And then Sierra cleared the bases. Swing and a miss. 3 and 2 again. Another payoff pitch for Olivia. Coming up with a runner 60 feet away in Sierra. The 3-2. High fly ball. Center field. Reyes goes back. She's got it. And that will be a sacrifice fly as the runner comes in to score. And it is 4-1. Good play there by Allie Reyes in center field, just waiting on it. And that brings up Hesbrook. She walked her first time up. Well, inside on that one. The 0-1. Excuse me, the 1-0. 2-0. Ollie is having a rough day on the mound, but she's all we've got. Here's the 2-0 high. 3-0. And I think she's getting a little disgusted with herself, with her facial expressions here this afternoon. And the 3-0. There's a strike. Okay. But hey, if you've been an athlete, do you have days like this? You may be one of the best pitchers that the game has ever seen. As you can ask Nolan Ryan, he had some bad games. Swing and fouled it into the glove of Joni, but couldn't hold on to it. He had some games, he didn't go perfect. He didn't win every game. So, but you know when it's not going to be your day. And the 3-2. Low walked her. 4th walk in the inning. And here comes the 8th batter to the plate, and Lopez. There's a strike. Lopez walked her last time up. She was left stranded at first base. So 1 runner on, 2 down now here in the top of the third. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Ollie trying to get out of the third with just 4 runs for the Maidens. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off the end of the bat. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Lopez. Lefty against lefty. And the 0-2. Little line drive, and Fundy has to play it off a hop. Kind of caught her off guard a little bit, and she thought she was in the right position, but it kind of dropped on her and hit the front of the glove. So, a base hit. Well, we got two runners on, first and second, two down. And this is the DH, Schoen. She struck out her last time up. She is the ninth batter to the plate. Oh, and 1 the count. Ollie, ready? There's a strike. 0-2 the count now to Schoen. On deck, we'll go back to the top of the lineup, and Puente. And the 0-2. Outside and low. One ball, two strikes. Foul ball down the right field line. One ball, two strikes, two outs. And struck her out. Swinging. That'll be the fourth Whitmire Tire all-to-go strikeout for Olivia. But the damage has been done. 4 runs on 3 hits. No errors. And 2 runners left on. We go to the bottom half of the third. It's now the Maidens 4 and our Breckenridge Lady Bucks 1. Here on KLAX 93.5, FTLGradio.com.
Want to show your Buckaroo pride all year long? Get Interbank's Buckaroo themed debit card. We know community support is strong in Breckenridge for students both on and off the field. Now you can show your support each time you use your Interbank Buckaroo debit card. Of course, Interbank has all the traditional accounts, loans, and conveniences you've enjoyed and trusted for years. Visit Interbank in Breckenridge today. Interbank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
If you had a family member who was a veteran of our armed forces and you served with dignity and pride, Stevens County would like to help you memorialize their dedication. Stevens County currently accepting applications to honor and recognize those veterans for their contribution. The memorial wall, located on the southwest corner lawn of the Stevens County Courthouse, is there for all to see. There's no cost to have their names engraved. It's a privilege for Stevens County officials. The deadline to submit your application will be Wednesday, April 9th. Go to the bottom half of the third inning. Olivia Perez leading it off. First pitch, he fouled over to her third base and head coach Jocelyn Gonzalez, who made a little bit of a kick save with her right leg. Bounces that one in there. 1-1 now. Olivia is 1 for 1 today. She singled, scored a run, came around on the RBI double by Reagan Robinson. So here's the 1-1. Fly ball, foul down that third base line. Let me get some more air in here. It's going to get a little hot. I'll probably start blowing everything around. Oh, a turnkey services hit batsman. And she got Olivia. Oh, Olivia's on now for the second time today. And that brings Arn Matheson up to the plate. Nice to see the Burchetts in the house. Mr. B taking the night off behind the plate down at Little League. Throw down to second. It gets high, and they're going to make the play, but Olivia's not going to go beyond the bag. So it'll be a BJB transport, a stolen base for Olivia. 1-0 the count.
Pops, is the bee still in here?
There's a strike. 1-1 the count now. Perez down at second base after being hit by a pitch. Jackson on deck. And yep, she's tried to square around and bunt. Didn't get the bat back. So 1-2 the count. One ball, 2 strikes to Matheson. And Pate's pitch outside low. 2-2 now. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's Pate's 2-2. Swing and a miss upstairs. It's hard to lay off of that one. And that is her 3rd strikeout of the day. 1 out now here in the bottom of the 3rd. Perez at second, and here comes the hammer. A senior, Joni Jackson, who is on her way to Weatherford College at the end of the school year. Ball 1. Weatherford is giving them a great ball player. We're going to miss her here. The 1-0. There's a strike on the inside part of the play. Joni kind of turned around a little bit and wasn't too sure about it.
Where's the paper?
1-1. Trip bases on the scoreboard. Ground ball, 3rd. Up with it, long throw, good stretch, she's got it, now going to 3rd, he gets away, and here comes Olivia Perez, she will score. So it'll be a 5-3 on the putout against Jackson.
Who won?
And then the throwing error by the first baseman.
Who won?
To allow Perez to come around to score.
Pops, who won?
So the first error of the day for the Maidens. High fly ball, first base, and they let it bounce, and it will be a foul ball. Nobody touched it. The first baseman, Kelly Cole, she couldn't get to it. The pitcher, Pate, tried to. It hit right between both of them and then bounced back into foul territory. So it goes a 2-base strike on Robinson. 0-1 the count. Nobody on. Low. 1-1 the count now to Reagan. She had the RBI double in the first to score Olivia. So the 1-1. Swing and a miss. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. 4-2 in favor of the Maidens. And the 1-2. Fly ball out of play into the parking lot. And hops right over a Chevy pickup.
Right there, it's right there. You kill it.
He ain't gonna bother you.
You made him mad.
Oh, he's not gonna bother you. Leave him alone. High. 2-2 the count now. One and two now the count. 2-2 now. Trip deuces on Reagan Robinson. 2 down. Outside. 3-2. As you can tell, my grandson Jace is upstairs with us. He's bored because his cell phone is dead because he forgot to do something last night, didn't you? Here's the 3-2. Fly ball down the right field line, and fair! Goes into the corner. Reagan's rounding first. She's going to be in the second with a double, and that is there right on the chalk line in right field. So the second double for Reagan Robinson here this afternoon. Picks up another Bear Chevrolet Cadillac double. So she's in scoring position now for Allie Reyes, who had a good play defensively in the last half of the inning. She can bring Reagan in. And high and outside with 2 outs. She's squaring around the bunt. Trying to sacrifice a runner that's in scoring position. Hoping maybe for an overthrow. 1-0. Inside, 2-0. 2-0 to count. 2 down. Lundberg on deck. Eight waits the rubber. Bounces that one in there. 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. To Allie Reyes. And inside on her hands. Down the first base line and foul. Again, we're in the bottom of the third inning. It's brought to you by Chicken Express here in Breckenridge. I want to thank Anthony and his crew for being along on the Buckaroo Radio Network here in 2024 and 25. And the 3-1. There's a strike. So payoff pitch for Pate. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Robinson at second. Ground ball, second base, up with it, and in time for the put out. It'll go 4-3. Hesbrook to Cole, and the Buckaroos pick up 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 runner left on. We go to the top of the fourth. It is the Maidens 4 and the Buckaroos 2 here on the Buckaroo Radio Network. KLX 93.5, FTLGradio.com. We're back with fourth inning action in just a moment.
Looking for someone reliable for your roofing and construction needs? D&J Roofing and Construction, formerly known as Craig's Roofing, has you covered. With 40 years of experience and a focus on commitment and trust, we offer shingle, metal, TPO, and torch roofing services for residential and commercial, as well as remodels and new construction. Contact us today for all your roofing and construction needs. 254-559-9740. D&J Roofing and Construction, your experienced and trusted roofing and construction company in Breckenridge. The Station Auto Lube, located at 3208 West Walker in Breckenridge, provides friendly, preventative maintenance for your vehicle servicing needs. Oil and filter, complimentary services with each oil change, such as windshield washing and driver's side floorboard cleaning. If you can't make it out, we offer free pickup and drop-off when available. Call to get a free estimate or come by for a free tire pressure check. We also offer discounts to military, LEOs, and first responders. Call 254-212-9038. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Be sure to check us out on Facebook.
This is former Major League pitcher Jim Mills. You're listening to the Breckenridge Buckaroo Athletics and the sports leader of North Texas, KLXK, Breckenridge.
Well, we go to the top of the fourth, 4-2 lead for the Maidens, and leading off for Comanche here in the fourth inning. We're back to the top of the lineup in Puente, Pate, and Ruggles. Pate 0 for 0 today. 0 for. She's been on base both times, and she's walked. Fouled that one back. 0-2 now the count. 0-2 the count to Puente. They have not gotten her out today. West gets the signal, and she swung it, and it got her on the shoulder, but it'll be a strike because she was swinging, and she turned her body to it, and it got her in the arm. Oh, so it'll go down as a Whitmire tire. Oil to go strikeout for Olivia Perez. That is number 5. And that brings up the pitcher, Pate. She is 0 for 1. She's flied out and walked and scored a run. High. 1-0 the count. High, 2-0. She almost pulled the trigger on that one. 2-0 the count to Pate. Pitcher versus pitcher. High. Inside, 3-0. No strikes. High, Walker. Another walk given up by Olivia. That is number 8 on the day. And that brings up the catcher, Ruggles. She doubled her last time up, was forced out at third on the fielder's choice. High, and Olivia hits her. Picks up her first turnkey services, hit batsman. They got runners at first and second now, and one out. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Rangel. She walked, scored, and struck out, and Coach Gonzalez is going to call an integrity plumbing timeout. She's going to go out to the mound to visit with her senior pitcher, and we're back in just a moment.
Well, we're nearing the spring season next month, and we always do some spring cleaning to prepare for the fun. There's only one problem with that scenario. I hate to clean, but I'm always looking for a great deal on a new or used vehicle in the big country. I trust only one dealership to get me a fair deal with no high-pressure salesman. Bayer Chevrolet Cadillac at 601 West Walker. Rob and handling it just like one of us, a Buckaroo. So go by today and shop their inventory for that new vehicle. Bayer Chevrolet Cadillac.
Coach Gonzalez and Joni Jackson out to talk to Olivia. 8 walks on the day. And 1 hit batsman. And that brings up Rangel 0 for 1. She struck out and walked her last time up. Runners at first and second. 1 out. We're in the top of the 4th here at Holder Park. Olivia steps on the mound. Looks into Joni. With the pitch. Ball squares around, and she squared around to bunt, and Reagan Robinson was coming in from third and left nobody covering the bag, and easily Pate goes into third safely. So both runners advance up 60 feet. And a 1-0 count. Inside 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes to Rangel. Sierra on deck. She is 1 for 2 today. She singled and flied out. So the 2-0. High 3-0. Olivia on the verge of loading the bases. Free passes here in the 4th. Wind picking up a little bit, still blowing kind of like toward the right field line. And there's a strike. 1, 1 out. Runners at second and third for the Maidens, trying to get a little insurance. High inside, walk number 9. Bases are now loaded for Sierra. She flied out to Fundy in the second, singled, picked up one of the RBIs, and scored that 4th run. So the first pitch, low, ball 1. One and 0 to count to the shortstop, Sierra. Ground ball. That's up the middle. 1 run's going to score. Ali Perez coming in with a throw. It's a little up the third baseline, but it will hold the runner at first to second, and it'll be just an RBI single for Sierra. 1 run across the plate. Nope, 2 runs across. It should be 6-2. Should be 6-2. Ruggles came around to score. So we got runners at first and second. Okay. So Sierra will pick up 2 RBIs on that single. And 6-1. 6-2. 1 out, runners at first and second. Rangel at second, Sierra at first. Little nibbler. Reagan's going to pick it up. Nope, not in time. Throw home, and she is safe at the plate. Nobody covering second base. She beat the throw from Reagan Robinson at first. Throw back from Piddle. Joni had to try a swipe tag, but she missed the tag, or she was already on the plate. So it'll be an infield hit. And there's a bunt right up the middle. Perez throws it home this time. So it'll be a fielder's choice for Martinez, and the bases are loaded. So bases loaded again for the Maidens. It is 6-2. Perez looks in at Hesbrook. There's a ground ball short. Takes a hop to Funderburg, and she is out at third. So it'll be a fielder's choice for Hesbrook, but she will pick up an RBI. Good heads-up play by Fundy to get the force out at third. For the second out, Rangel will score. Martinez down to second. So Hesbrook at first on the fielder's choice with an RBI. Foul ball. Just got a piece of it. Mr. Burchett giving the umpire a little bit of friendly umpire ribbing for making the wrong call on the foul ball. There's a strike. 0-2 to count now on Lopez. To the count to Lopez. Pitch. Fly ball into the parking lot. And that one's going to miss all the cars. was always fun when we had Kel Abbey Collision on as a title sponsor when Kelton was playing for the Bucks, and they sponsored all of the hits on the cars. We were trying to keep a good count on those, and I think it got Lance's a couple of times and got my pickup 4 times in one year. We were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. The 0-2 from Olivia. Low outside. One ball, 2 strikes to Lopez. She is 1 for 1. She's singled, walked. She's been stranded both times. Here's the 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball, second base. That's going to get away from Braylon McCoy. Reyes comes up with the throw. It's going to be up the first base line. Joni's going to make the play, and it'll be a single. And she moves over to second on the throw home by Allie Reyes. And going to third will be Hesbrook. Lopez picks up the single and the RBI for the Maidens. And here's the 9th batter to the plate again for the 2nd inning in a row. And it is now 8-2 in favor of the Maidens. And it has not been Olivia's day. She's got 9 walks. She's given up, I believe, 5 hits on the day. So the 9th batter to the plate is shown. 2 down. That's from the right side. Swing and a miss. She's 0 for 2 today. She struck out both times. And she ended the 3rd inning when she came up as the 9th batter to the plate. Runners at second and third. Outside. 1-1 now to count. Again, we're in the 4th inning. It's brought to you by Breckenridge Interbank. 1 ball, 1 strike. 5 runs in, and it's a foul ball at the plate. Pitt was coming in too, and Boyd was headed over to first base in case there was a play. Well, the count's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Schoen. High fly ball down the right field line and foul. Just out of the reach of Herring. She gave it a run in foul territory. So the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Bounces that one in there. 2-2. Trip Deuces on the board now here in the 4th. 5 runs across the plate for the Maidens. And the 2-2. Outside, 3-2. Another payoff pitch coming. Line drive right back to Perez. She doesn't have a play. She dropped it. Here glove. She just bounced out of her glove, and she didn't know where it was immediately. And with 2 outs, the runners were all moving, and home plate umpire going out to talk to the infield umpire. Looks like it'll just stand as a hit for Schoen. And going over to third will be Lopez. So another run. That'll be run number 5. And they've got the wrong score, I believe, up there. I got 9, but 4 in the third, 5 in the sixth, because we got 1. Yep, 1 first and third, and here's Puente. She is 0 for 1. She struck out her last time up. First pitch from Perez, rolled that one in there, gets away from Joni. One run will go down to second, and she is safe. Reagan dropped the ball as she tagged her. She had her, and Reagan tried a slap tag, and so runners at second and third now, 2 outs. Swing and a miss on Puente. 1-1 to count now. One ball, 1 strike to Puente. The 10th batter to the plate for the Maidens. Outside. Two and 1 to count. Low 3-1. High, walked her. Another walk given up by Olivia today. Ten walks, 1 hit batsman, and the bases are loaded again for the Maidens here in the 4th. And that brings up Pate. I believe. Oh, Pate's down at third, or at first, okay. I missed somebody somewhere, so maybe it is 10. So he was out. This is Ruggles. Kylie Schoen is down at third. Okay, so Lopez came around to score. There's a fly ball off of the Herring's glove. 1 run scores, 2 runs score, and Ruggles going to be in with a triple as it sent Herring all the way to the wall. She had a chance at it, trying to get back there, and it just went right off of the glove. So a 3-base RBI triple for Ruggles. He got all of that one. So we're going to give her a triple as she cleared the bases for the Maidens. And that brings up Wrangle. There's a strike. On the count to Wrangle. Oh, excuse me, 0-2. Fly ball down the right field line and hooking foul out into the parking lot. Ground ball second. Braylon McCoy gets a Sunday hop over to Piddle for the out. But the damage has been done by the Maidens here in the fourth. And they got 9 runs on 4 hits. No Buckaroo errors and 1 runner left on. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The Lady Bucks are going to need 2 to go to the 5th. In the bottom of the 4th. We're back in just a moment.
First Baptist Church invites you to worship with us each Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Join us in person at 301 South Roads as we sing praises to our Lord Jesus Christ and study God's Word together in a rich and meaningful way. If you are unable to attend, we would love to have you join us live over the air right here on K-Lakes 93.5 or watch our services live on our Facebook page. May God bless you and your family. First Baptist Church, a place for you.
The law offices of Gary Trammell are true Buckaroo fans, and they support this community as well. And when it comes to Lady Buck softball, they're right there backing Reagan Robinson. And for the Buckaroos, it's Truett Trammell. Gary Trammell is also a supporter of the Pride of Breckenridge. Their law offices are located at 100 East Walker. He specializes in family and real estate law. If you need assistance, call 254-559-5200. Breckenridge, let's light that B with a victory. Well, we go to the bottom of the 4th here at Holder Park, and it's 13-2 in favor of the Maidens against our Lady Bucks. Trying to halt that skid, but it looks like it's going to reach 4 games now. And it will be Funderburg, Herring, and McCoy facing Pate. Low and outside. One and 0 the count. Ground ball off the end of the bat, and Cole making the play over to first base. 3 unassisted. 1 out, and that brings up Paisley Herring. She's 0 for 1. She struck out her last time up. And facing Casey Pate. Low. 1-0. Here's the 1-0. No, low outside. The Bucks with 2 hits today, both coming in the first. And nope, they had 1 in the 4th, okay? 1 in the 3rd. Foul ball at the plate. Two balls, 1 strike to Herring. Outside, 2-1 now. Three balls, one strike to Herring. Foul ball. Top that one. On deck, Braylon McCoy for the Lady Bucks. Need 2 runs to go to the 5th. Three balls, 2 strikes. Bates on the mound. Payoff pitch. Foul ball down the first base line. Paisley making Pate work for it. Three balls, 2 strikes. And we will be in Millsap on Tuesday with the Buckaroos against the Bulldogs. A 3-2, foul back into the parking lot. Want to wish our partner, Lance Kitchens, the best of the evening. He is in Abilene, and he is on a roof somewhere over there in a hotel, I think, because it's the wedding rehearsal dinner for his grandson, Kelton. And a swing and a miss. And Paisley turned toward the dugout. So 2 down. Again, Kelton getting married this weekend. He works for Abilene Cooper as a trainer. Graduated from ACU with his bachelor's and his master's. First pitch to McCoy, outside and high, 1-0. So congratulations, Kelton Wiley getting married this weekend. The 1-0, ground ball, shortstop, up with it, over to first. She dropped it, but she kept her foot on the bag. And it will be 6-3 on the putout. And that's the ball game as the Lady Bucks go down to the Maidens. Final score, 13-2. We'll take a look at all of the numbers brought to you by Jenny Coffee State Farm here on the Graham Savings and Loan post-game show here on a Friday. We're back in just a few moments.
All-Star Custom Apparel, located at 112 South Oak Avenue in Mineral Wells, but serving all of Texas, is a family-owned custom screen printing and embroidery shop, offering t-shirts, caps, hoodies, jackets, and much more. Even event shirts for any occasion you'll never go without. From graphic design to online spirit stores with fundraising and business and corporate apparel, All-Star Custom Apparel has everything you'll need, using top brands like Richardson Cap, Pacific Cap, Bella Canvas, Next Level, Gildan, and Jersey. All-Star Custom Apparel. Come see us at the store and like us on Facebook. Perfect Pump and Supply, located at 1252 U.S. Highway 180 East in Breckenridge. Perfect Pump and Supply is a proud American, locally owned business serving Breckenridge and the Big Country with all your oil field supply needs. Owner Rick Gutierrez has been rooted and grounded in Breckenridge for many years, so you can rest assured that honesty, loyalty to Breckenridge and the Big Country is their #1 priority. Call 254-559-2830 or stop by 1252 U.S. Highway 180 East in Breckenridge and let one of their friendly employees help you out today.
We are going to the 5th inning. I thought it was 10 after 4, but it must be 15 after 4 and 10 after 5. So for the Maidens, it'll be Sierra, Martinez, and Hesbrook. First pitch for a strike. So Sierra, she's singled in the 4th, singled in the 3rd. She's got 3 RBIs and one run scored. Here's the 0-1. High fly ball, left center field. Reyes back there, and she's got it. One out here in the 5th.
Thank you.
So 1 out. And this brings up Martinez. She reached on a fielder's choice. Her first time up. Ground ball to Reagan. Over to first. In time. Now that's the defense we've needed here today for the Lady Bucks. 2 down. They've not got them out in order on this Friday, and that brings up Hesbrook. She reached on a fielder's choice, had an RBI, scored a run, and there's a strike, and she walked twice. 2 down, Lopez on deck for the Maidens. And the 0-1, low. The 1-1, ground ball to McCoy, up with it, throw over to first, in time, they got him in order, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We go to the bottom half of the 5th, and the Buckaroos trail 13-2 here on the Buckaroo Radio Network, KLAX 93.5 and FTLG Radio. Back in a moment.
Cal Abbott Collision continues to support the Breckenridge Buckaroos as they begin their 15th year in business. Parker Wiley and his crew are the only local collision center in the Breckenridge area and are located at 328 East Elm. Should you be involved in a fender bender and need some repairs, don't hesitate to contact Cal Abbey. 254-559-4771. Cal Abbey Collision also offers repair services, and now they also have tires as well.
Sometimes that other member of your family, your personal vehicle, needs some TLC, and you might not be able to fix it yourself. All the possible solutions for your trouble can be found at Breckenridge Auto Parts. The experienced staff can make sure you get the right part the first time and at a reasonable price. Breckenridge Auto Parts, now under the leadership of Donnie Seacrest, along with Ricky and Stetson Dubler. Before you commit to the high cost of repairs at a mechanic shop, remember, it can be as simple as a fuse. Breckenridge Auto Parts, 1811 West Walker.
Well, we go to the bottom half of the 5th inning, and stepping to the plate first will be Thibodeau. Piddle, she is 0 for 1 today. She grounded out to the shortstop. Bucks trail by 11. Pate's pitch just off the plate outside. So it'll be Piddle, Perez, Matheson, and then the hammer, Joni Jackson. Here's the 2-0, high and tight. 3-0 now to Piddle. To Thibodeau. Fly ball off of the light pole, just to the outside of the dugout. So Piddle had the green light at 3-0. We'll see how she takes it on the 3-1 from Pate. High, ball 4. So the Bucks have their leadoff batter on deck, on the base paths via a walk. And that brings up Olivia Perez. Olivia is 1 for 1 today. She's singled. She was hit by a pitch, and she scored on the 1 error by the Maidens in the 4th. There's a fly ball down the left field line toward the batter's box where R.N. Matheson was standing, and she did a little dance to get out of the way of that one. 0-1 the count to Matheson. Perez. Ground ball, shortstop, took a bad hop off the glove and into center field. And that'll be a base hit for Perez. Again, took a funny hop right there at the end. So we got runners at first and second. That brings up Matheson. She is 0 for 2 today. She has struck out twice. Joni Jackson will be on deck. And we are at Holder Park. And the first pitch to Matheson. Ground ball bunt right back to the pitcher. Nobody cover. Yep, she did. The shortstop got over there to third for the force out. The third baseman had to duck, and that was Rangel. And the shortstop, Sierra, goes over to get the fielder's choice to get Thibodeau. 1-6 on the putout. And fielder's choice for Matheson, and that brings up Joni Jackson. There's a strike. So 1 out. Runners at first and second. Joni 0 for 2 today. A ground out to the shortstop and to the third baseman. 1-1. Trip ace is on the board for the Bucks. We're in the bottom of the fifth in this District 8 matchup. Maidens going to try to hold on to a 2-game lead over the Bucks. Ground ball foul down the third base line. Coach Gonzalez stops it with a foot. High fly ball, but drop. They're going to wave Perez in from second. And Matheson will hold up at second. Joni has got a base hit and an RBI for the day. Perez comes around to score, so it's 13-3. Important run down at second base. And here's Reagan Robinson. She is 2 for 2 today. Inside, low. One and 0 the count. High, 2-0. So Olivia has scored all 3 runs today for the Lady Bucks. 2-0 the count to Reagan Robinson. There's a base hit into center. It's going to get to the wall. 1 runs in. Here comes Joni. She's going to round third, and she's in there, and Reagan Robinson has her 3rd hit of the day. It's a 2-run double. There's Chevrolet Cadillac for Reagan Robinson. And we will be going to the 6th inning here at Holder Park as the Lady Bucks have come back to get within 8. It's 13-5 now, and Robinson picks up the Bear Chevrolet double and the 2 Dardar building blocks RBIs for the afternoon. And that will bring up Allie Reyes to the plate. The Maidens still have the lead, but we will go to the 6th inning. Reyes steps in, ground ball to short. Shortstop's going to have to hurry, and she's got her for the 2nd out. Reagan goes to 3rd. The 6'3". He scored along with us, 2 down. And that brings up Fundy. She is 0 for 1 today. She's walked and she was forced out 3 unassisted back in the 4th. There's a strike. 0-1 the count now to Funderburk. On deck, it's Paisley Herring. Reagan Robinson at third. Ground ball down the first baseline, and we'll give an E3A for Coach Stanley. He booted that one. 0-2 the count to Fundy. Ground ball, shortstop, backhanded over to first, and she dropped it. 1 run, Reagan Robinson will score. It'll be an error on the shortstop. That part, it takes that RBI away from Fundy. It'll be an E6, their second error of the game. Nobody, or Fundy down at first base now. Low for Herring, Herring. 4 runs across the dish here in the inning. It's 13-6. 2 down. There's a ground ball foul. Stanley got a reprieve. He held on to that one. Both hands. So it counts 1 ball, 1 strike to Herring. She is 0 for 2 today. There's a foul ball at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. In Fundy down at first base, reaching on an error. Allowed Reagan Robinson to come around to score. Again, the error took the Dardar's Building Blocks RBI off the books. So here's the 1-2 to Herring. And off the end of the bat, pitcher Pate up over to first in time for the out. But the Buckaroos pick up 4 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on. We go to the 6th here at Holder Park. It's the Maidens 13 and our Breckenridge Buckaroos 6. We're back in a moment.
Stop in and visit Dos Gallos Family Restaurant and try our lunch buffet Tuesday and Sunday. We serve American food such as wings, steaks, burgers, and much more. We also offer catering for events. Be sure to follow us on Facebook as we announce our daily specials and check out our full menu. Dos Gallos Family Restaurant, located at 700 West Walker in Breckenridge. Or to call it an order, dial 254-212-8022.
Air Heating and Cooling is proud to be an independent American Standard heating and cooling customer care dealer. They truly believe that great work starts with great products. They take pride in servicing all makes and models, supplying you with the most reliable and longest-lasting HVAC systems. From standard air conditioners to light commercial, they provide financing through Wells Fargo and offer appliance repair with all the highest quality products and services around. Regal Air Heating and Cooling, your proud American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer in the Lake Country and surrounding areas.
We'll go to the top of the 6th. Didn't look like we were going to get there, but the Lady Bucks plating 4 runs in the 5th. Get back within 7. And for the Maidens, it'll be Lopez, Shawn, and Puente. We'll go back to the top of the lineup. And Lopez bats from the left side. She is 2 for 2 today. She's walked, singled twice, has an RBI, and a run scored, facing Olivia Perez for the Lady Bucks. With his first pitch, strike on the outside corner. On deck, the DH, Shawn. She is 1 for 3 today, 2 strikeouts, and a single, and an RBI, and a run scored. Ground ball short. Took a hop on Fundy here in the shoulder, and she is just going to one knee. That took a late hop and got her clean in that left shoulder, and it'll be a base hit for Lopez. And as they go out and check on Thunderbird, we'll take a timeout. We're back in just a moment.
2M Rentals offers a large selection of heavy equipment rentals such as skid steers, telehandlers, skid steer attachments, backhoes, and track hose. For more information, look them up on the web at the number 2mrentals.com or stop by today at 942 Highway 183 North in Breckenridge, or give them a call, 254-559-4546. Get that big job done with 2M Rentals, the number 1 heavy equipment rental shop in Breckenridge.
Well, a few tears from Paisley Thunderbird, but Coach Pierce came out of his spot down the third baseline, and she goes, nope, I'm good. I'm good. Tears aren't going to bother Paisley Thunderbird, and with a runner on, Lopez reaches on the single, and that'll bring up the DH Schoen. 1 for 3 today. Steps in from the right side of the plate. Joni looks over to get her signs. On deck is Alice Puente. In the dirt and gets away from Joni. And so Lopez goes down to second. Wild pitch. First one of the day. Charged to Olivia Perez. 1-0. High inside. 2-0 now to Schoen. 1 for 3 today. To count. Outside and low, 3-0. Fouled off the end of the bat. 3 balls, 1 strike. Three balls, 1 strike. Shown at the plate. Lopez down to second. High, ball 4. Another walk for Holly today. The runners now at first and second. We go back to the top of the lineup, and Alice Puente. She is 0 for 1 officially. She struck out. She's walked 3 times, scored 2 runs. And we're in the top of the 6th. High fly ball into the gap. That's going to get to the wall. 1 run's in. They're going to wave the second run, and here comes the throw from Thunderbird. No tag by Joni, and it'll be a double for Puente. Her first hit of the day. And she picks up the 2 RBIs. And that'll bring up Jackie Pate, the pitcher. Pate is 0 for 1 today. She's flied out, walked 3 times, scored 3 runs. It's 15-6. Ground ball foul. Down the third baseline. One to count. Still nobody out. 2 runs across the plate. There's a strike. 1-2 to count now to Pate. Ruggles on deck. She cleared the bases the last time up with a triple. Low. 2-2 to count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the pitcher Pate. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. Oh, excuse me, second. Only on the double. So the 2-2. High fly ball into the gap. That could be, nope, off the bottom of the wall. They held Puente up, so it'll be a double. And for Pate and an RBI. And it is now 16-6. So back-to-back doubles given up by Holly. And that brings up Destiny Ruggles, the catcher. She is 2 for 3 today. She's grounded out 2 double, a triple, 4 RBIs, and she was hit by a batsman. She's only scored 1 run. She was erased at third base in the third on a fielder's choice. Still nobody out. Ground ball up the middle. And that'll hold the runner at third. Throw goes over to Reagan. Gets away, but it's going to be a single. And Ruggles goes to second on the throw in. So we got runners at second and third. Still nobody out. We're in the top of the 6th. High, ball 1. And letting studio producer Carl Garvin know here in just a second. There's a strike. I've got to take a break here, and I'll be right back to wrap up this inning if we can get out, and we're back in a moment.
Time and place, Grandma would kiss my face. Wish I could go back there again. I climb up in my grandpa's lap, I lay down and take a nap. That old man and me were best friends. One day I turned around, leaves are falling down. Those fields were bare and brown. tight. Every morning, day and night. God will help you raise them right. And don't you blame. Don't believe, 'cause like blue bonnets in the spring, they're only here for a little while. It's beautiful and bittersweet. So make the most of every mile. So pack light and love heavy. Give it all your heart and soul. So in the end, you only regret one thing. Life is like blue bonnets in the spring.
All right, I'm listening. Damn the chatter off. You get no fingers in the eyes.
I did the new ones.
What are these?
Those are the old ones.
They'll do.
Oh!
Start that again. Gee whiz.
Nothing's really tomorrow, sorry. Time is something you can't buy. So love like there's no tomorrow. Because today like blue bonnets in the spring, we're only here for a little while. It's beautiful and bittersweet. So make the most of every mile. So pack.
And back here at Holder Park, again, Wrangell hit a double, and that scored 2 runs. And we had a ground out there by Sierra, and I believe this is Martinez, number 6. And up this is going to be Hesbrook, number 14. 1 out. Plate. Fly ball dropped down in front of Matheson in left. And so that'll be a single for Hesbrook. So the 10th batter to the plate again. Done it in the 3rd, the 4th. And now the 6th. 2 runners on. Fly ball. And this will be Lopez, the 10th batter to the plate. Low. 1-1 to count. Trip Apes is on the board. Sierra down at 3rd. Outside. Strike on. That one 3-1 countdown. 3-2 count to Lopez. The 10th batter to the plate. There's a fly ball down the right field line. Foul. Rangel was forced out at second. Fielder's choice for Sierra. So 3-2 payoff pitch. Fly ball down the left field line. Hooking foul out of play. Five runs across the dish here in the 5th. And another walk. Going up. So bases loaded for the Maidens here in the 6th inning. 11th batter to the plate. There's a fly ball down the first base line off the fence.
I want some Cheetos. Who won?
They were still playing.
Was it in that 8:30?
Ground ball. Perez up with it, home to home, and gets the force out. So it'll be a fielder's choice for Schoen. And out at the plate, Perez went home. So it'll go 1-2 on the putout for the second out. And here's Puente. Oh, bases still loaded. Puente had a 2-run double her last time up. Came around to score. Two and 0 the count now to Puente. And a walk. She walked in a run. So Puente will pick up the RBI. Bases still loaded of Maidens. And this brings up the pitcher, Jackie Pate. She is 1 for 2 today officially. She's doubled, flied out, walked 3 times, and scored 4 runs for the Maidens. High fly ball, left field, and that one is out of here. A grand slam, the salami for Pate. And it is now 20-6, or 22-6 for the Maidens. Again, the home run for Pate. So she'll finish today 2 for 3, but she will pick up 5 RBIs on the day. And is there a white flag we can grab here. Mercy. So nobody on, and this is the catcher, Ruggles. She singled her last time up. No doubt about that one. Then it hit the top of the roof in the batting cage and then bounced toward the locker room. High fly ball, right field. This one is off the bottom of the wall. Ruggles rounding first. She's on her way to third. Throw in, and they've got her in a pickle. If they can get it back, and she will be safe at second. She was hustling around trying to head to third, but they got the throw in quickly from Allie Reyes and forced her back to second. So it'll be a double for Ruggles. And that brings up Wrangle. She is 1 for 2 today. Doubled, grounded out, 2 walks and a strikeout. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Holly over to first, and the inning is over, mercifully, for the Lady Bucks here in the 6th inning, and they gave up 11 runs on 8 hits in that inning, and no Buckaroo errors and 1 runner left on. So 11 runs in the 6th inning for the Maidens. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the bottom of the 6th for the Buckaroos here on K-Lakes 93.5 and the Buckaroo Radio Network.
When you're looking for someone to do your electric work and you want someone dependable, quick, and experienced, call Resist All Electric. They can help you with all your electrical needs. They specialize in commercial, residential, industrial, and oil-field. Resist All Electric not only offers services to Breckenridge, but also the big country and just about anywhere needed. Call for scheduling today. 254-559-0449. Resist All Electric, 3008 West Walker Street in Breckenridge.
Clearfork Bank is a proud supporter of the Breckenridge Buckaroos and Lady Rocks. We want you to remember we are here for all of your life's milestones and dare to help you accomplish them. Milestones such as going to college, buying your first car, and your first home, to opening a small business and a new life after retirement. Be sure to stop by 101 East Walker in Breckenridge and let our eager employees help you with all your banking needs. Clearfork Bank, your friendly hometown bank in Breckenridge. Member FDIC and equal housing member.
Well, here in the bottom of the 6th, ground ball to the shortstop, over to first in time for the Maidens, and the first out of the 6th inning, and that is Paisley Herring. And that'll bring up Raylan McCoy for the Bucks, trailing 24-6 here in the 6th. McCoy, 0 for 1 today. She's grounded out and has a sacrifice bunt. There's a fly ball, right field, off the glove. And Thibodeau is rounding first. She will go into second with a double. So a double for Paisley Thibodeau. So we go back to the top of the lineup and Olivia Perez. And we've got a pinch runner for Paisley Thibodeau. Being number 3. And I can't read Coach Gonzalez's lineup card. Let's see. Number 3 is Isabel Biddison, running for Thibodeau, down at second. And home plate umpire down over at the Maidens bench, getting the lineup card completed. So runner down at second is Biddison after the double from Thibodeau. McCoy grounding out to short. There's a foul ball down that left field line, and again, Ollie hits 90% of her batted balls down that left field side, batting from the left side. She is not a pull hitter. Change up for a strike from Pate. 0-2 the count. One out here in the bottom of the 6th. On deck, Aaron Matheson. Ground ball, second base. Up with it in time. Yes, sir. And Biddison's going to hold up at third. 4-3 on, they put out 2 down now, and here's Aaron Matheson with the chance for a Dardar's Building Blocks RBI here this afternoon. Inside and low. One and 0 the count from Pate to Matheson. Inside, 2-0. Again, Arnett is 0 for 2 today. 2 strikeouts and reached on fielder's choice. She came around to score in the 5th. And the 2-0. Foul ball at the plate. 2-1 now. I want to thank our in-studio producer, Carl Garvin, once again. Bill Woodall has been released by his doctors. He is going to be at his new home this evening. Ground ball third, and that short hopped her, and it's got a base hit and an RBI. She hit that hard, and it just kind of coupled and buckled the knees of the third baseman, Rangel. A single and an RBI for Matheson. It's 24-7. There's a strike. And this is Joni Jackson. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Joni is 1 for 3 today. She's grounded out to short, ground out to the hammer. Pate's pitch inside. 1-2. 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Ladybucks down by 17 runs to the Maidens. makes a mistake. Outside. 2-2. Trip Deuce is on the board. Just for the fun of it, it's not going to make any difference, but it's going to get one in Joni's wheelhouse and let her end the day with a bright note. High fly ball. She got enough of it, but too high down the right field line and foul. Got the barrel of the bat on it, but popped it up, but foul. Trip Deuces for Joni. Jackie Pate on the rubber. And then she got it, but she lifted it high, and it is going to drop in front of the left fielder, Mia Lopez. Joni got a piece of it, just not enough, but she'll pick up the single. Nonetheless, for the Bucks, she will be 2 for 4 today, and Matheson stopping at second. 2 down, that brings up Reagan Robinson. She is 3 for 3 today. 2 doubles, a single, 3 RBIs, and a run scored. There's a strike on Reagan. Oh, and 1 the count. Pate plates the rubber. Outside and low, 1-1 to count down. Maidens defense straight away in the outfield and a little shallow. High fly ball, that's getting over, but no, the center fielder. And that is Alice Puente makes the catch. And the Buckaroos pick up 1 run on 3 hits. No maiden errors and 2 runners left on. Their final score, the Maidens 24 and the Lady Bucks 7 here on this evening from Holder Park. We'll take a look at all the numbers coming up in just a few moments here on the Graham Savings and Loan post-game show here on K-Lakes 93.5. We're back in a moment.
Cavalry Resources and Construction can handle any roofing project, from shingles or metal to commercial applications, including use of their trailer-mounted roof panel machine. This allows them to create a custom fabricated roof right on site that conceals all fasteners with a beautiful standing seam profile. Give them a call today for your roof or gutter project at 254-246-5546 or check them out on Facebook. Cavalry Resources and Construction. Their number again, 254.
We want to thank everybody for watching tonight, and I want to thank our crew. That certainly did not go the way everybody had hoped, but we still love our Lady Buckaroos, of course. I want to thank the crew one more time. Start with Matthew Wunsch for flying that drone at the beginning that went so nicely. Thank you, K-Lakes Radio. Appreciate you all very much. Melody Hernandez took the driver's seat here about, I don't know, second inning or so, and did a great job with the switcher and the OBS, and then Paulina did the tripod camera, which we're going to switch. You might have noticed how much sun she was facing. We're going to switch to the other side next time we're here for a 5 o'clock game. And Lizondo took third base, did a great job, and Melody did too when she was over there. Everything went very well on the broadcast. I know we're having some scratchiness with K-Lakes Radio. I think it must be a cable coming out of their board. I don't know. I'm going to buy another one, and we'll see what happens at baseball next Friday. And speaking of baseball next Friday, we should have a 5 o'clock start, so probably about 4:30 on the stream. All right, we want to wish these Lady Bucks the very, very best, and we'll talk to y'all down the road. Godspeed. God bless. See you later.